So let's see what we have here. Carrie says, why are most men I meet so afraid of commitment? They're scared to open up emotionally. Well, you know, it's been the way they've been conditioned to. Most men nowadays have a hard time trusting that the woman they're getting into a relationship with is going to be loyal, is going to be faithful, is going to be staying around, faithful to the relationship, not necessarily going outside of the relationship. In the old days, there were things that were bind the couples into the relationship, especially the women. Traditions and religions, religious beliefs and all that. The community laws and societies and what the neighbor says and who says what and all that. We're kind of holding the woman. Nowadays, it is accepted and it is chosen. Everybody can do what they want to do according to their wishes and whim, and which is fine and perfect. But then it's gone to the point that nobody is really bound by anything. They just feel like, I'm in a relationship, I don't like the guy today, he didn't buy me good stuff, or he wasn't pleasant, or I just don't feel like it, I've changed, I want to go somewhere else. So roots really don't take place. Everything is on the surface. And guys, not that the guys are the best part of the relationship in this context, but they have also seen this happening, so they kind of are scared of it. They don't want. There are many good guys in the world that they're looking for a woman who would be something very special to them, and because of all these experiences that they've had with different relationships, which mostly have been so carelessly treated. We're talking about women's here, so don't worry. I'll get on to the guys' cases too. So because they've seen all these kind of relationships being so carelessly treated by many examples that personally or with their friends they've seen by their girlfriends, so they just don't want to commit because they say, what's the use? I spend all my time and effort and love and want to build something, and suddenly she says, well, no, I'm out of love, I want to go somewhere else. Because we talked about this before, and this happens with the guys too. They suddenly stop the relationship for no good reason, boys and girls. And that's basically because they're constantly looking for their relationship to bring happiness to them. They're not happy to begin with. They haven't found happiness and what happiness is all about, the reasons for happiness, to understand what life is all about, how they can generate happiness independent of a relationship. Therefore, they come into the relationship expecting happiness, and because happiness never comes from outside, therefore they won't find it in this relationship. Therefore, they see it's the relationship, it's the partner. I got to change him, or I got to change her. And then they go like a sparrow from this branch to the next branch in search of a better, happier place. And it'll never be found, because happiness, where they're looking for it, it's never there. It's always here. An understanding of the connection with the nature and the life itself, and understanding what are real reasons to you that brings happiness from inside. So therefore, they keep changing, and they are always dissatisfied. So therefore, the relationship is so short, and they decide, I don't want to invest in that anymore. There are many, many young guys around the world that I receive emails every day. They're heartbroken, and they're stressed about, they put all their life worth and energy into treating their women. I'm talking about the good guys. I'm not talking about the assholes and idiots and so on and so forth. I'm talking about there are many good guys. And if the guy is not committing to you, maybe he's one of the good guys. I don't know. Maybe he's an asshole. I don't know. But in general, I'm talking about there are many good guys around the world that they write me every day. They're heartbroken, even though they have done all the best things that a woman seemingly is looking for. But yet the woman left for someone else who had more money, more things, or more connections, or the family roots were different, or if it's from different parts of the world, different caste cause them to not want to be connected to this family, and so on and so forth. So therefore, this is one of the reasons that many good guys are simply homebound. They just do their things. They make money, they do their things, and they try to find happiness on their own, because they have seen what happens when they put all their heart and soul into the relationship, and yet the girl is still not happy, because today's environment, the society has said, just see what you can get. If it's not here, go for an easy one. Go somewhere else. Don't try to build anything. Don't try to repair anything. Just if it's not working, drop it, dispose it, and go somewhere else. See if that person will provide for you. So this laziness of making a relationship work is making girls and guys separate from a good relationship, possibly. And this is what happens. Now, man, there are many, for your information, many good young men, or middle-aged men, or older men. They're all out there looking for wonderful women. And if they're not committing, and there's nothing that you have done to cause it, then walk away. It's just not a relationship material guy. Is perhaps the other side of the coin, and he's a player. He just wants to use this woman and that woman, and not really is interested in committing himself to a relationship, which that is the kind of boys that are not suitable for a relationship, because they think that happiness and their manhood is defined by the number of women that they go out with, because this is what they see, that the society looks at him. Oh, he's a player, he's a playboy. So that means of some echelon, which really worth nothing. They're living for a reputation of some kind of a playboy kind, which is just worth nothing. It's just a word. But in reality, they never see happiness, because they never build anything. It's like steps. They're going from this steps to the next one, but they're not building anything on that step. So either way, the reputation of the relationships that people have been experiencing with each other has gone around, and people know about it, and the whole society and everywhere in the world is sensitized by it. So therefore, everybody is cautious in getting into any kind of relationship, because they don't know if it's going to hold. And not because of their quality, it is because of the conditioning of that girl or the conditioning of that boy, that they're not simply understanding that they got to build something, rather than just waiting for things to arrive for them with no efforts, and so they will be feeling good and expecting happiness to come from somebody else to them, rather than they make their own happiness and just work on a relationship, both of them, equally. So, now you're sorry you asked, because it went on and on. So I hope that is something to consider. This is not to say that there's anything wrong with the men or the women. It's just the way it has turned out to be, as industries and businesses have tried to use this whole men and women as commodities against each other. So really nobody's looking for quality of relationship. They're just looking for quantity of relationship, thinking the more boyfriends or the more girlfriends, the more experience they have, then there would be something magical coming out of one of them. No, you got to choose right, and you got to spend time, invest energy, faithfulness, loyalty, togetherness, equality, and build something. So that's probably what the problems is, that not too many people are exercising it.